Hey guys, it's Kid Steph and Happy New Year. So, as you know, every year I do a memory jar where I write down my memories and put it in this little thing. It's not a jar, but I do put them through the slot up here, and I basically just write down things that happened, and at the end of the year I open it up and read all them and go over my 2018. So we're gonna do that today. I'm kind of excited, kind of not, because this takes so long to film. Like, when I open this up, I have to read every single like little memory that happened, and it's terrible, and I hate filming this and I hate editing it, especially. This is probably going to be my last year doing it, so, because this year I stopped doing this in like November. I was like, I'm over it. Plus Vlogmas already takes care of all that happened. Sorry I look really pale. It's probably because I'm wearing a black shirt. Also, look at this shirt. It's like a Riverdale, but like Adventure Time. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I stopped early this year, and I feel like I'm past the point of... I used to do this memory jar because I used to be very like sentimental about certain things, and I always like to look back on things and remember them. It feels better to write them down and then read them later because I wish I could go back, sort of thing. But I feel like I'm past the point of me like hanging on to things like that. So I feel like I'm past the point in my life that I need to like do this, if that makes sense. Wow, I learned a lot during 2018 about myself, but I did. Yay, so here's to 2019, and I'm really excited. So we're gonna open this. I think if you were here last year, you know that I keep things in here that, like money, like I throw some money in there, so we're gonna see how much I saved this year. Probably not a lot. Okay, so I have a couple big things in here. This is kind of funny. Look how small I wrapped up each memory. Like, oh my gosh. I put $3 in here. Okay, sis. $3. This is my ticket to the Kesha and Malcolmore concert. How awesome. I already vlogged that. See, like, I don't need to put this stuff in there because I already like vlogged the event. You know, you see what I'm saying? And then next I have this little thing. This is a little tag, and I made a video on this too. My car broke down earlier this year. The engine just died, and this is like a little tag of where I went to go fix it. It was completely dead, so we had to like get a whole new engine, but we saved the car. I wanted to save this car because I love this car. I didn't want to go through the trouble of looking for a new car because I fell in love with this, and before I got this car I looked at plenty of cars and I didn't like any of them. I'm pretty picky, I guess, so we saved its life with this tag. Then we have a couple movies, Crazy Rich Asians, Ocean's 8. I have a ton of tickets from like school plays that happened. And then these are like actual musicals that I did see. I saw The Wiz and Meet Me in St. Louis over the summer. Now here's a ticket that you don't want. It's my first ticket. Because it was my first one, I ended up getting a pass on it, so that was good. But I almost had to pay it, so now we have all of these to go through. This is great. It almost all fits in my palm. I'm gonna open these two first because I used to do it on this square piece of paper and fold it like a triangle, but I ran out of those, and then I just started cutting like really mini pieces. That means these are earlier in the year, so let's see. And just so you know, I can't say everything, every one of these, because that would be crazy for you guys to watch because I know you don't care that much. So this is February 10th. And this was when I went to the Jacob Sartorius concert. Also filmed that. Oh my gosh. So now I'm just randomly opening these. Oh my gosh, this one's so cute. Just look at how much I wrote on there. Oh my gosh. Basically, so you know how I have my merch, which, speaking of my merch, let's just say right now. So I came out with a new design and new merch, if you couldn't tell, because it's literally all over my channel. I have a new intro, blah blah blah, for the new year. So that's awesome. So with this new design, I have new merch, and it is on Spreadshirt now, not Redbubble. Spreadshirt is actually cheaper, and I thought that would be better for you guys. And for the first 2 weeks that this site is up, you can get 15% off with the code. Hold on, let me get the code. So use the code welcome-1508758. By the time I post this, there should be like 5 days left. The link is the first link in the description. The memory is that back with my original merch that came out, not a lot of people bought it. It's okay. But some people at my school started wearing like Coot Steph shirts. It was like 3 people, and I got super excited, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I never got like some like email like, oh my gosh, somebody bought something from your shop. I never got that. So I found out they actually took my design and printed their own shirts like on their own website or whatever, and got it like custom made. At first I was upset because they didn't buy it from me and I didn't get like a little profit, you know, because I worked hard on that design and, you know, it's not supporting me sort of thing, you know what I mean? I was upset at first, but I ended up talking to them about it, and they felt really bad. We talked it out, and I really, like, here I put, like I was like, I soon learned that she meant no harm. Like, I wrote it was a life lesson. Like, I really learned a lot from that experience. They just wanted to, like, wear my shirt, and obviously my prices were super high. I learned that it was like the thought that counted, that they wanted to wear my shirt, and I still think it's so cool. I remember my friend sent me this guy's story on Snapchat and was like, he's wearing your shirt, and I got so excited. Of course, please don't do that to me. If you could, just buy the merch that's in the description. We can't have everybody doing that. Look at how much I wrote. This was like a full day of stuff. But the one thing I'm gonna mention is basically at my job, you know, I work at Justice. So back in August, my head manager transferred to a different store to become their like head manager. And so we had to get a new one. And basically she came into work one day. It was like our first time meeting her. Nobody knew she was coming either. I got off at 2. I went to go get my stuff in the back, and the back has like the big white doors, and right behind, when you open the door, right behind that door, there's like a bulletin of like different things. I don't know, it's a bulletin of things. And I went to open it. I opened it because I was about to get my stuff. I was about to get out of there. It was nerve-wracking meeting this new manager, plus there was a manager from a different store coming to help her, and I didn't know who she was. It was a lot of pressure. I opened the door and they both happened to be looking at the bulletin when I wanted to go get my stuff. So I hit the door on my new manager plus a manager from a different store. Yeah, that was kind of awkward. My new manager happened to am I allowed to say this? I still work for the company, so I don't know. But the new manager happened to get fired, so it's all good. March, this says 5th through 8th, but basically last year during March, this arm, I don't feel it anymore, but sometimes I do. This arm felt, it wasn't like I went to the doctors, it wasn't broken, nothing, it didn't look like anything was wrong, but it just suddenly, it felt like a weight was on it, and it felt like this part of my arm was dangling. Like as I'm talking about it, I feel it, and I know exactly how it felt. It wasn't like painful, but it was uncomfortable, and it was the worst like week of my life. I went to the doctors, they told me nothing was happening and that I should just lay easy on it and maybe go to physical therapy. I never did. That's my bad. But obviously it went away, which is really weird. I still don't understand what happened. It seems like the doctors didn't really understand. This is January 11th, and basically my school district has a Twitter account, and students from all the schools love to tweet when it's about to snow, and basically there's fights on Twitter between the district and the students are always like, please make it a snow day, and it's like the funniest thing. It's like great. It's great. Dang, I just opened 2 of these and they both said that I saw Infinity War. This is June 24th, right at the day after my birthday, but this was the last day ever that I went to Toys R Us ever. I do have a haul video on my last Toys R Us visit. Didn't get a lot of views, kind of triggered because I thought this was a big deal. This one's bad. This is November 1st, and this was my first detention. Now, I'm not going to talk about why I got the detention because I feel like that could be another video. The detention was like great because all you have to do is sit in there and be quiet, and I was in a 3-hour detention and I just got a lot of work done. I missed cheer practice though, but I was kind of okay with that. I was okay with that. You know, I just saw a last day of summer thingy, and today's my last day of winter and I'm really triggered about it. Of course, or not last day of winter, winter break. Of course, this is going to be long after that, but today is that day and I'm triggered. Sorry, I just got really excited. Oh my gosh, this is April 7th, 2018. I went to my first bat mitzvah. This was so fun. I actually put it on my bucket list that I wanted to go. It wasn't one of my friends, it was one of my friend's siblings. Jake actually was in a vlog the other day. It was on my bucket list and I did it, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I even put on here bucket list, check. I didn't personally vlog this, but Beth vlogged this, and basically it was my first time kayaking. It was July 20th. That's funny because Emma fell out of the kayak in the lake. Ah, this is so funny. So this was September 21st. And basically there was this car that pulled up and we had to like cross the street, and we had like the crosswalk and we had the right of way to go at the moment. And basically we went, and then the car turned right and threw their McDonald's cup of water at us. And we were just walking around having a good time, and then we got this water thrown at us. It was the first time that I've ever like gotten like thrown something at. It was like the funniest thing, but then also I was super mad. This is July 26th, and basically I was picking up Grant because we were gonna go kayaking again. As we're going to pick him up, we see this motorcycle with this girl in the back with like long hair, but she wasn't wearing a helmet. I was talking to Beth, she was in the car too, and I was like, oh my gosh, just imagine like having to brush your hair afterwards. That's just a mess waiting to happen, because I don't know why I was talking about the hair specifically, but I happened to talk about the hair. They're turning this way and I was gonna turn this way, so we pull, instead of like being right in front of the other, we happened to pull up right next to each other at the stop sign, and we were both turning different ways, and we turned over to look who was on the motorcycle, and it happened to be Drew's brother, older brother, with the long hair. Not as quite as long as mine, but it's kind of the same color. But it was the funniest thing because I just turned and looked, and I thought it was a girl, and I was complaining about the hair, and it was just funny to see Drew's older brother on the motorcycle. I was like, what the heck is happening? So this was November 5th. I had this like cavity on my front tooth. I had that thing for years, like years. And every time I went to the dentist, they never noticed it. They finally noticed it and filled it on this day. And then I had to go to chiropractic straight afterward, but my face was like numb. Like, it was terrible. So like this side of my face was like drooping. It definitely threw me off. This was on July 4th. I feel like I'm forgetting to say dates. Usually, you know, you just go see fireworks and they're pretty close, but this year we went to this cliff and we watched fireworks up there, and basically it was this whole town, like our whole town that we were looking at, and we saw fireworks going off at like several different places, and it was like a really cool experience. Let's see, this is June 23rd and this is my birthday, and basically this was probably the funnest birthday I've ever had. Oh no, my camera's about to die. Of course it is. Anyway, so I was hanging out with friends as my birthday struck, and then I had a sleepover, and then the next morning I did have to work, but that was okay, and I got paid on my birthday. And then basically Emma and Emmy and Beth showed up. Beth is my twin, so it was her birthday too, but they showed up at my work as I was walking out, and there was balloons that filled inside the car, and they picked me up and we went to Emma's cousin's pool, which is really nice, and basically it was a surprise, and we just spent the whole day together. And then I saw The Wiz that night, and it was just such a good birthday. But basically I have 3 more memories to share, and then we'll wrap it up. This was August 11th, and at work I spent $85 at Justice. Why would I spend 85 bucks there? Well, I was trying to get this free notebook set that like you spend blah blah blah, you get this free, and I really wanted it. I use it, don't worry. I don't regret it actually. I bought some like sports bras and stuff, so I still like it's useful stuff, don't worry. This was June 30th, and I saw Singing in the Rain, but Corbin Blue was the main character, and I got to meet him after the show, and I got his autograph and I got a little picture with him. inserts here, and it's pretty awesome. And then for the last one, this is July 8th, and this was when I went to my first drive-in, and I've never, you know, been to a drive-in, and I have a convertible, so we took that, so the top was down, so we didn't have to like sit outside of it, we just like sat in the car, so that was pretty cool. I feel like I'm in the 50s. So those were some memories that I had this year, 2018. Here's to 2019. So thanks for watching this. Comment down below some funny or awesome memories that you had during 2018. Be sure to like this video. Like I said, the first link in the description is my new merchandise. And all my other social medias are in the description, and if you're too lazy to go down there and do that, just follow me anywhere at Cootstuff, the same way it's spelled here. But I forgot to say, oh my gosh, I won't be seeing you guys next Friday, but also don't forget to subscribe to be a part of the Coot Clan. But I'm not going to be uploading next Friday because I'm actually taking a month hiatus, and that is because this past year I uploaded every single Friday, or not every single Friday, but I did upload every single week, and more so like with Vlogmas and stuff. And for me that was a struggle, you know. It was hard to do. It was one of my goals this year, and I accomplished it. And with that, I'm gonna celebrate and take a break for a month or so, just because I need to like take like a creative break. I need to think of ideas. I need to make sure my content's good, because there were definitely some times that I just threw stuff out there and I wasn't proud of it, and I want good stuff. So I'm taking a little hiatus, and I apologize for that. We're gonna come back with a bang, so get ready for it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Come and watch me.